Did I already play?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Top 5 Live. This is episode 175.
175.
Probably more like 185. Because we are terrible at keeping track.
It's over 170. We know that.
It's at least over one. No, it's over 175 for sure.
Shoot.
I am most opinionated man in comics, Javon Stokes. This guy right here is the most everybody
guy in comics.
The nicest guy in comics. Let's do that.
Hey, depends on what day of the week it is.
Hey, that means it's Monday through Sunday.
Okay.
And then we got the most epic in the building today. We are excited to have friend of the show. We got to start taking a tally on how many times people come on the show, because you might be up there.
I know I'm up there.
You might be up there.
I know I am. Oh, Danny.
You're basically a guest host.
For real.
I don't know if you saw my last episode with Travis on there, but Travis has a personal vendetta with you and having more appearances on my show than you do.
Wow.
Hey, he do. He be checking. He got you with this last one. He's got one up on you.
Oh man,
I need to get my numbers up, man. It's been a minute.
Hey, I'll be back around in the summertime. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. I'm throwing my hat in, because in a few months, Strong #1 is about to drop.
Okay.
And you did the first variant cover I've ever done, so I'm definitely gonna be there.
I have
all
that.
Right, well, I will send you the calendar so you can just add pick your day when you're ready to get on there.
Oh,
absolutely. I have that variant cover too.
I have not sold that variant cover anymore because it's sold out.
Okay.
Better reprint that bad boy.
Nah, man. Listen, man, I wanted to do it special. And just walking in the building is the black indie icon, Mr. Greg Burnham.
Hey,
the most iconic.
I'm taking a
Superman
screenshot.
writer.
I'm taking a screenshot of that image you coming in. I'm gonna draw that shit. Your facial expression was perfect for like a scared panel.
Hey, I don't give people a chance to get ready. You get in the green room, you coming right out. So Morgan is late because he is so unprofessional.
What a surprise!
Because his name is Morgan Iverson.
Morgan Iverson is.
He
late.
also did explain in the chat that he was.
No, I don't care. I don't care about.
It's not like how some people just be like popping up 30 minutes in, real quickly.
Oh wow, who we speaking of?
Danny didn't even show up last night.
I've done that a time or two. I can't lie, but this ain't my show. This is Morgan Javon's show. I'm just a guest. So
who dropped it?
Wow.
Like, get out of here, Wacko! Like, you give them, don't trick these dudes and give them help.
Oh man, I didn't even think about. Okay, never mind.
I didn't even think about
But
that.
this is a question. I don't know if y'all saw it in the chat.
I'm listening.
When we say vocalist, are we saying like their voice, like, or are we looking at like artists? Because there's a big difference, right? So I'll take black people out because I don't want to, give anybody any ideas. But Danny might be getting ready to pick Justin Timberlake because that's his style, right? Justin Timberlake is not like a supreme vocalist, but he was a really popular artist for some reason.
Definitely influential though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, are we saying like
Danny about to make me mad? Don't do that.
I thought we were talking about male R&B singers.
That's what I thought, like artists, but there's a difference, right?
No, to me I'm looking at vocalists. Like your singing has influenced other singers. That's how I look at it.
All right, but if you're saying artist, you mean someone that can sing and write.
No, I don't. No, we don't care.
Right,
about
sing, right?
Dance, anybody who put out R&B music. If
it's a difference.
It don't matter because there's some great vocalists that didn't write a lick.
You cannot deny that Justin Timberlake influenced the R&B genre.
Danny,
this is undeniable.
I can deny it all day, and I will.
Sure,
like, not playing.
Please don't do that.
Playing these games with you.
Please don't do that, man. Don't do it.
Come on now. I wouldn't be me if I didn't tell the truth.
Nah.
From your perspective.
Please don't. Please don't.
No, I got one on my list that I don't think anybody else will think of, but when you hear it, you're gonna be like, that's true. It's true.
But that's what I'm saying right now. I know we're gonna talk about some other stuff, but are we saying influential like male artists or vocalists? There's a huge difference.
I think y'all should decide what I'm good with whatever.
It's up to you. I think this.
I am either. I'm gonna win either way.
We'll let the guests choose. What y'all want to do?
I like artists because it encompasses like them as a whole person and their influence versus like, there's people that can sing really well that never even made it to, like super duper stardom levels, but their singing was still influential.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. That's not where I was going, but I'm a flexible gentleman.
But I mean, I want everybody to be happy, so when I win, there's no excuses.
Oh, I'm gonna be happy, and
I don't want nobody to be happy. Damn all y'all, be upset, be in your feelings.
Greg, I don't know if you've ever won, sir. I'm gonna be honest. What? I don't think you've ever won.
The first time I came on here,
you still lost.
No, I smoked the hell out of y'all. Remember?
I don't know about that.
We all won because you're now a part of the show.
Basically,
we're all winners in my book.
We got to get you a drawing. We got to put you a drawing. We got to get you one of that drawing.
Head in the corner.
Morgan says artists, and he is.
Man, I can't stand y'all. You and Danny be doing the same thing.
I don't know why I'm in the comments.
The same thing, man.
I'm only in the comments when I'm not supposed to be here, though. Like if I say I'm not be here,
a lie.
I'll jump in the comments. Or if I already left for the day and then I went and got something to eat and y'all still on, I might jump back in the comments.
You was a whole
I ain't
lot
jumping in the comments when I'm supposed to.
Hold up. Is Javon saying he's mad that you come back and give additional support to the algorithm?
Yes.
I mean, it does sound like that to me.
That's what he's saying.
You know why? Because Danny will be like, yo, I can't make it. And he'll be in his house messaging on the show, watching it.
Just because I can type on my phone don't mean that I can sit in front of my computer and be live.
Oh, you be typing your comments on the phone? I hate typing comments on the phone on the live stream. It's just not enough screen.
It really ain't. And then it's always delayed, but that's a whole nother problem.
All right, so we gonna get into the top 5 most influential male R&B artists.
Can we talk about the Miles Morales theory first?
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all saw my video earlier. This is what I think is about to happen. Y'all saw that they announced Spider-Man, the fourth Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
In all the iterations. What is this? The third iteration of Spider-Man?
Third.
Yeah.
Cinematic iteration, yes.
Third cinematic iteration of Spider-Man. It's the first time we have a fourth Spider-Man. Spider-Man was a Brand New Day, right?
Yeah.
I think because the Brand New Day, I think they really kind of did the Brand New Day with Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? Hey, erase my whole history and all that stuff. So what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna introduce Miles Morales. I think the Brand New Day is gonna be them introducing Miles Morales. Now, in the Brand New Day storyline, in the Dan Slott story, they what's his name? Mr. Negative was one of the main characters in that story.
He was.
Now
I think that
the most popular version of Mr. Negative was from the game, the video game. And in the video game, Mr. Negative was the one who killed Miles's dad, right? So I think that they are going to introduce Miles through this Peter Parker story, introducing Mr. Negative, because Mr. Negative is really, besides the Prowler, I think Mr. Negative, Prowler, and Kingpin are the 3 Miles villains.
Kingpin.
Right? I know Kingpin is Peter Parker's villain, but in the movies, Kingpin is a Miles Miles
the movie
in the animated movies.
The one movie, okay, sure.
I mean, you could say
he had a big impact on Miles Morales' character.
Yeah. So I mean, the spot isn't really huge right now. I mean, I know it hasn't finished or whatever, but I think they're going to use this as an opportunity to introduce Miles Morales. So the brand new day is kind of a double entendre. So brand new day is in we're introducing a new day of Spider-Man. This is Miles Morales coming in, and brand new day reference to the comic book series. That's just my conspiracy theory mind. That's just what I put together when I saw the news. How would y'all feel about Miles Morales coming into the MCU? Mike, go ahead.
Mike has his hand raised.
Hey, real quick before I answer that question, I have to do something real quick. ArtStation, you are trash. I emailed you at 8 o'clock this morning that I forgot my password, and you have yet to send me an email to reset it. But you sent me an email about ArtStation jobs that I cannot get into because I'm locked out of my account. You are a trash website. All right, so Miles Morales coming into the I'd be very excited about that.
Came on Debo.
I would be very excited about that. I think.
I back Emerald Quest real quick. I just want to make sure that I back Emerald Quest.
Goodness.
I'm afraid of everything. I got another.
Make sure that I did it.
There's a new Emerald Quest. Like what?
Yes, you know what? That did sound like David Ruffin right there. That was.
I'm afraid, man. I just signed up to have fun with the fellas.
I'm sorry. I just checked my email. So that made me mad.
My goodness.
Terrible. Yeah. See, I go do
Kyron says you go filibuster.
Kyron is like really throwing out some strong jokes tonight.
Yeah, Kyron is good, man. Kyron always has, except for the fact that he actually doesn't look at my list anymore and then still says it's trash. I still haven't sent him one. So.
I mean,
my lists are always top tier. Top tier.
Top tier?
Yes.
Listen. Okay,
Spider-Man. What do you think?
Miles Morales, I think would be great. I would love to see Miles Morales interacting with Tom Holland. I think if we did this new trilogy for Tom Holland, you get the first one to introduce Miles, you get the second one to help to co-pilot as Spider-Man, and then you get the last one to kind of like put the Spider-Man mantle in Miles Morales' hands. No one's gonna take a while to get those 3 movies out, so you still get cameos and guest appearances of Spider-Man in the other MCU films, so we still get to get a good distance of time with them before we say goodbye to Tom Holland and have Miles Morales take over. I think that would be dope. The video game should have did it better, but
I really enjoyed the video game, though. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Black Panther game too, but I enjoyed that Spider-Man game.
So my thing, I would like to see Miles have his own movie.
I feel.
Like he's been able, like they've had like a ton of assistants in his movies so far. I would like to see a Miles movie. Of course, I would be happy if they brought him in, but he's a legacy character, which I have no problems with. I know some people, get really crunchy about that. I don't have a problem with that, but I like Miles, and I would like to see him, moving as his own guy instead of always, having to be brought in and introduced and, So I also would like to see at least this next Spider-Verse, like I'd like to see that run kind of get completed before they slide him in, because I just think it's such a powerful, like
it was supposed to be done by now though. That third was supposed to be out.
I just saw. I don't know if it was true or if it was a joke.
It is. It'll be out in 2027.
Okay, that wasn't a joke.
That wasn't a joke. I have an inside man who was Axton McCon when they made the announcement.
Inside man.
He said it on camera. I have an inside man. Like he's got his like an earpiece in right now. Come on, man. But yeah, I would like to see that wrap up, and then like him come in on his own or something. I don't know.
No, I'm
with Greg. I'm with Greg. I want him. Well, number one, I think Tom needs to get his own trilogy, because every Spider-Man movie has been him sharing in the spotlight. Like every single one, he shared it. He shared it with Tony. You know, it was all about the relationship with him and Tony. Second one was him and Nick Fury. Third one was him and Doctor Strange. Like, I want to see a Spider-Man movie with Tom having to kind of rely on himself and not, you know, make every episode a Marvel team up. But I'm not really huge on legacy characters. So I think Miles works just fine with animation, and I think they honestly can wait until Tom's run is done and then just do a Spider-Man movie. They don't really need to have Tom to introduce him.
But that's kind of been, like you just said, though, that's kind of been Spider-Man's thing. I think they used the tentpole like properties to spin off other characters. Like they brought T'Challa in and Civil War. Like, they used the ones that they know are going to be successful to introduce these other characters, or at least that's what they were doing in the first couple phases, like phase 2 and 4.
Yeah, but you don't have to introduce Miles. Everybody know who Miles is.
Yeah, he's already,
That's true. Miles is not okay.
And he's like,
hey, you guys, you old fogies, you like your movies to be cut and divided from everything else. I am past that. I am super annoyed with that. That had its time. All right. I want team ups.
Did he just call?
They all in New York. All right.
Yeah, he did call y'all that.
He really did just call us old. I'm almost certain Mike is older than me, so I don't know I'm old over here.
You ain't got a lick of gray in your hair. I'm over here popping.
Exactly. Exactly. I just want to make sure. I'm almost positive. I'm the third oldest dude here.
I will neither confirm nor deny such accusations. But yeah, no, I'm cool with the team ups too. I just like sometimes, and it's one of the things they kind of want to do at some point is like try to ground the universe a little bit more. Had a little bit of that with Negro Bird, but
Negro Bird. Oh my God!
I'm doing this for the fans. I'm trying to keep it clean.
So
wow. Continues to baffle.
I think obviously it's the way that you introduce them. And the first game, Spider-Man, I think they introduced and brought Miles Morales in perfect.
Yeah.
And that is when I'm guesstimating, that's what I'm thinking they do in a Spider-Man movie now. Maybe they don't do it in this one. Maybe part of me can renege and agree with you old guys about this fourth Spider-Man movie, and they do that for the second Spider-Man movie. He gets bit by the end of it. And he starts to work on his powers or whatever.
But see, that's one thing. Like, Spider-Man, since I was a kid, has been my favorite. Like, why do we have to keep rehashing like the origin? Or can we just
Did you read Death of Spider-Man, Greg?
No.
Okay. So my reasoning for that is because to some degree I would want them to do that. Death of Spider-Man is the only story that they advertised the death of Spider-Man and the death of a character and actually lived up to the hype. The scope and scale of what they did with that story, with how they made Peter Parker go out, how he, the saves that he did, connected to any other heroes that get started in that to his final bow out. If they did it that way and tying it to Miles, it would be perfection. Because that story is one of my favorite stories, and I thought I was going to hate that shit. Because I hate when they advertise the death of the character, because you're taking my joy. I'm the kind of reader who wants to be punched in the face. I want the pain. I want to turn the page and see a character bloody and like, oh no, are they killing? No. I want all that. I don't want to be told it. I want to experience it. Which is why No Way Home worked for me so well, because I was hurt when Aunt May took the L. Spoiler, if you ain't seen it, too bad. When she took the L, because it made me sad. I was tearing up. Because I didn't know that was happening. I didn't see that coming. So in my eyes, if they do it like the death of Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe, I think that would be really good movie action right there. So that's my reasoning for it. I'm not trying to sway you or anything like that, but I think you would enjoy the death of Spider-Man from Ultimates. It was done really well.
Gotcha.
I'd rather use that money to make a Blade movie.
Blade is happening after Avengers 6, so it's the Midnight Suns.
I just saw that they
They
canceled.
did not cancel it, man.
That's what I just saw.
It's not
What Disney or Marvel executive? Because I just saw that they have pushed the movie back till after Avengers 6, once they conclude and wrap up all of this multiversal saga.
They are not ever going to play.
How many Avengers? So how many Avengers do we have so far? 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, damn.
So
Blade will be here like 2030.
Hey,
the actor who's playing Blade ain't been born yet. As I'm just saying.
I'm gonna keep eating burritos until that day, and I'll watch the Blade 1 and 2 until the new Blade comes out.
The actor is currently in kindergarten.
I'll say I'm gonna be watching Sinners. Sinners comes out in a couple weeks, and that's gonna be my Black Vampire movie until Blade comes out. That joint looks scary. That joint looks scary, and it looks amazing. So,
Wait. I'm sorry. Did Danny just say he gonna go to a horror movie?
That's right. I told you if it's black, I'll go see it. I'm gonna go see the black horror movie. I went to see Candyman.
I remember him saying that. I remember.
Did you see The Woman in the Yard?
That one is
ain't nobody wants. No. That woman better go to somebody else's yard.
What'd you say, Danny?
That one, even though it is black, it is a little too scary for me. I'm not.
Did you see it?
I did
you
not.
You said you were going to go see it.
I literally asked you, Greg, if I needed to pray before I go see this movie, or if I was going to be right. You didn't give me a direct answer, so I did not.
Because I don't want to spoil anything.
Nah, bro, you didn't give me a direct answer, and that was answer enough. You
ain't got to spoil nothing for me, because that woman better go to another person's yard. That shit ain't gonna work.
I forgot, man. I forgot. Mike don't do horror movies, man.
Y'all gotta support these black movies, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, I am gonna support it. I'm gonna share the trailer. I'm gonna tell black people to see it. I'm gonna tell white people to see it. I'm gonna tell all people to see it. And I'm gonna say, they were like, "You gonna watch it, Mike?" No, because I'm a bitch. Right? I'm not doing it. My imagination is too vivid, and I be in this studio all the time by myself.
It's not that scary.
You people that love horror movies, that's the first thing out y'all mouths. It ain't even that scary. Something traumatized y'all as children to where you have no fear factor. Not me. I'm scared all the time. All the time, 7 days a week. I am ready for an alien to jump out the closet. I sleep with a Nerf gun and a katana by my bed.
All right. Well,
bro, what's the Nerf gun gonna do though?
I was gonna say
you can use the bullets to wipe the blood off of you as you.
Hey, maybe the alien will reckon. Hey,
you could stick the bullet in the hole.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works at all.
Maybe it will have a memory relapse and remember what this is, because it blew up a lot of his friends.
Maybe.
Mike,
you right here.
Will you put your gun away, man? What the heck, no?
Are we pulling out guns?
What are we doing?
I thought we were showing guns off. My bad. Mike, what show it is?
Why is your gun that accessible to you? That is the better question.
I live in Durham, sir.
Hey, look.
What do you keep that thing on me? Like, what kind of keep that?
What is
that? Automatic?
Yeah.
You have 100 rounds in that thing?
No, that's a damn lie.
Oh,
I got 10.
I was like, why does it count to 100 then?
Because this is a Nerf replica gun.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the Marines gun from Aliens. They just painted it different colors. It's a replica.
Interesting.
Y'all lucky my Nerf guns are downstairs, and I'm not showing y'all the real blickies because
the real
y'all don't need to see those.
No,
I do. I want to see it.
Maybe later, Morgan.
All right, bet.
I was about to make a bad joke. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
I'm so glad you did.
DJ wanted me to let y'all know that his Nerf gun has a shotgun attachment. So
why does your son have a shotgun?
Tell my nephew.
Nerf gun.
Tell my nephew.
Bro, what are you talking about? Nerf guns is life, man. I got
so far
looking. I got a double barrel shotgun.
I've never owned one.
I got
for my 40th birthday. My wife
with a Nerf gun.
Yeah, my wife booked a party at a Nerf arena so we could go Nerf gun fighting for my 40th birthday. This was awesome.
Never had one. What are you? Listen, that's my boy Lindsay. We haven't even put the list out.
We ain't done the list yet, bro.
We didn't even put the list out.
Maybe
That's wild.
Maybe he can tell the future.
I was gonna say, man, you in the wrong business. If you can tell our list.
He ahead of us.
I think he's mad. He wants us to do purely on vocals.
Vocals is just a slippery slope, though, right?
I don't think you could even.
You can, but I mean,
I can.
It's not. I don't know.
I'm not saying we need to do it. I'm just telling you. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea, though.
Because so the thing is, like, throughout the history, up until like the 2000s, people prided themselves on like not sounding like anybody else, right? So it's like I could hear somebody great, let's just say, throw out at Teddy Pendergrass. You could hear him sing, but dudes wasn't trying to like sing like him. Like, so where did the influence come? Because it was like everybody was trying to do their own thing. So when you get into the weeds of what an influential vocalist is, you know what I mean?
So I have to ask this question because Morgan did on the thread and nobody answered him.
Thank you, Jerron. I'm glad you can go ahead and say it.
Listen, I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
You talking about Mr. P?
See, you could have let that go. Let's see.
Could I though?
It's not a joke.
I heard it. No, he wants to know if Michael Jackson and Prince count.
Is R&B? Absolutely.
Okay.
I didn't think
Greg did answer that. Greg answered that.
Oh, you answered? I missed it.
What I asked and nobody answered was
Master P.
Yes. Yeah. Does
not Master P. Master P is what he said. Brother Robert Kelly is who they talk about.
Yeah. Does he count? That was
he doesn't. He as long as he's incarcerated, he doesn't get on my list.
The urinator. They want to know the urinator.
That's fair enough. That's what I need to know though, but I do need to make sure that we're being realistic. That this is a draft or a list. I thought we were doing a draft.
List.
I thought it was a list.
It's a list.
What's the difference?
You know the difference between a draft and a list.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. I thought this was a draft. I was okay. Well,
okay, good. Then I'm in good business.
Let me tell you something. R. Kelly is not the king of R&B. He wasn't the king of R&B when he was not when he didn't get caught urinating. That does not
some people probably who was
the king of R&B when R. Kelly was out?
I'm sorry?
The king
when
of
R. Kelly
R&B,
was not being prosecuted or fighting allegations. Who was the king of R&B?
The king of R&B has always been Stevie Wonder to me. Always.
See, that's why I said you were old 40. Okay.
Again, you have more gray hair than I do.
That secured light that you just put down there put you down in the golden age.
Like for me, like R. Kelly, like I don't like even with like take away all the raping and molesting and all that stuff.
Yeah, just take away that little stuff.
Yeah, take away the disgusting human being he was. Like this dude was saying, "Give me that beat." Now give me that toot.
Yeah.
And people was acting like that shit was like golden or like it was garbage. And
that song's not garbage, bro.
No. I mean, it's all how you like. We talk to your grandkids one day, be like, "Yeah, let me pull this one up." You're
talking about we're talking about influence, and the man was the dude with the flute. He can make you dance and jam and feel Ellen. He freestyled an R&B song on TV live.
So he started off as an Aaron Hall clone. Like that's where he took his swag and his style from, and he tried to run with the same voice.
But we can't. I mean, look, if we're gonna talk about him in this regard, I mean, you can't gloss over. I mean,
if you want to put the urinator,
if people is cool for you, the Pied Piper, you know, H ain't nothing but a number ass dude. If you want to roll with him, you go right ahead.
I love how we were just having a discussion on where he stood, like in the ethos. And it just got to the point, like, if you want to put that nigga on your list, go ahead.
I'm sorry, man, I can't. If you want to have him,
really what it comes down to.
I honestly, like, I think he influenced a certain part of, you know, the public, but like I said, a lot of that music was beep beep toot toot. You remind me of my Jeep.
I feel like he was more. I'm trying to remember the timeline. Yeah, Jodeci was out before R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
I think Jodeci was more influential on R. Kelly than. So everything R. Kelly did was based off.
I think R. Kelly is a more influential writer than vocalist. If this was writing, I would say R. Kelly is undeniably one of the.
Can't even read.
But we talk about artists though, so like it would encompass everything.
I mean, are we doing? So that's the question.
He ain't on my list either way. So
if we gonna do, if we putting in like the like writing and production and everything, that pulls in a whole bunch of people. So that's why.
Hey, I can't wait to get to the list.
At the end of the day, if R. Kelly was in the world of Emerald Quest, he wouldn't survive. Go back to Kickstarter.
Let's go on and talk about Emerald Quest.
Did we not put that up?
Yeah. Let's do it. I love the segue.
That was an awesome segue.
The segue.
I love
Wait, did we not talk about it already? Because I was
not yet.
Okay.
I was waiting for you.
Hold on, let me get to the Google Drive.
Mike, so
yes.
is this Emerald Quest that Brian J. Lambert is writing? Does this include the short that I wrote? Is my influence still prevalent in this Emerald Quest, or did it get deleted?
No, your short is going to be in Cipher number 5.
Okay.
And Brian J. Lambert takes over also on Emerald Quest number 5.
All right. I just want to make sure. See what
his script is done, by the way. His script is done and approved. We need to nail in this Kickstarter so we can get him on the next.
Yeah.
Is Emerald Quest black and white?
Yes. So Emerald Quest is black and white. We're moving in that direction now. Seth DeMoose redrew the entire series for us.
Wow.
So we still have the original 3 issues and a new number 4, but we are diving or pushing Emerald Quest into the manga division. So we have 2 volumes of manga containing 2 chapters.
Yeah, I like that. Like you said, it's a manga. I like, putting this on Kickstarter as a manga. I know it was a comic book at first, but I like this, man. I like the style, the new style of it. The new art you got looks amazing. And I know I'm excited to read it, but I know a little more about Emerald Quest than probably most people. Just because, I'm team spoiler alert and I get some details that everybody don't get. Because I'm so good at keeping secrets. Because I'm so good at just, keeping people's secrets. They just tell me stuff. So I'm excited about it, man. I'm really looking forward to this. And I think this is a good way to market it to kind of a younger crowd too. I think it's definitely something my 16-year-old will pick up.
Well, that is what we're looking for.
Saying that stuff. Your laptop about to burst into flame.
Oh, well, that's definitely what we're looking for. I found that we have sold more comic books at anime conventions than we have at comic book conventions in the last couple of years. So I figured that, talking with Danny and stuff, figured that, well, why don't we try to dive into that market and see if we can get some more and, increase the audience on who's seeing our books and things.
So this is going to be manga size too? Like
yes.
6x4?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
It's gonna be manga size. We're gonna put it in the reverse order, all that good jazz.
I like it. I can't wait to see them printed, man. That's gonna be dope. It'll be dope to have to add the first freestyle comics manga to my collection. You probably got the biggest section in my indie comic collection. I think you and probably Concrete right there beside you.
Oh yeah.
But I definitely got the most freestyle books. It'll be dope to have a manga in that section too.
Look at that Red McKenzie cover. Yeah, we're coming up on our 50th book. I just discussed signing one more creator, and we are bringing all of her titles on. So that'll push us right up to our 50th issue. So We'll be doing that a little later this year.
Mike and his image phase.
Man, taking over the world.
Right.
I wish.
That was amazing. I think I really do think you really deserve more of your flowers, man. Because I see, especially was it last week they were talking about the most, the biggest, the best like black indie comic book companies, and I did not see a FSK in that lineup, and I thought there was a lot of people that ain't selling books like you, and definitely ain't putting out books like you.
That's what I'm saying, man. And they, you know what? They announced the dang on what is it? The EBOC, what is it? The
EBOC Award.
They announced the Glyph Awards, man. I'll never see you in the Glyph Awards. I don't know who it is that's in charge of them joints, but
well, that would be a lot of that responsibility would fall on me. You have to submit awards, and honestly, by the time I realize it's going there, we don't have a book that fits with the deadline. Or by the time I realize it, it's already over. So that falls in my lap. We tried.
Mike, I knew that. I was trying to build some conflict in the storyline, but you didn't let me. Of course, I know that because I have the same issue. I don't be submitting the books until I'll be like, oh shoot, I should have did that. But you could have just let me go with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an honest guy.
But you do deserve.
He ain't interested in all your shenanigans and hootenanny.
Let me be Stephen A. Smith. Let me be Stephen A. Smith right now, man.
Hey, you know what?
Wow. Wow.
We're not even gonna. Don't start. Leave it alone, Morgan. Just leave it alone.
Hey, go ahead and be.
I don't know if I can.
We need some attention.
We got to start some drama. Come on now.
I'm always trying to work on and try to figure out is we got to figure out how to increase our audience and get people who don't want to just support the books. Like, hey, we see you out here working, so we want to toss these dollars at you. We want to help you get there, but we also need people that are going to like really become fans of it and discuss it and talk about it. So, and that's always a hard thing to try to figure out that audience base and stuff and try to get to them.
Yeah, it is, man. That's the tough part.
The thing that matters most is in Emerald Quest, Lumberjacks is coming, and just to be completely transparent, you know what I'm saying. But go ahead, Mike. I just wanted to make sure that was out. Oh wait, no, the thing that actually matters most is I was number one. I was the number one backer. I just
hey, you were
out there.
You were,
bro.
I know.
And I will tell you, you were. And I will tell you, I'm very excited about the Lumberjacks and the Ace Blade, the Ace of Blade, as we call them in Emerald Quest, coming over. Yeah. So, like, that story arc, me and Brian have talked about that a lot in detail. And it's going to be very controversial.
I'm still trying to figure out how the most natural crossover that can happen in Black indie comics
why you acting like that,
isn't happening. I'm still trying to figure this out, but I just think Mike don't like me. So it's
not that it's not that I don't like you. Me and Danger Quick have the same kind of mentality. We don't want to do a crossover that's just like a single one standalone thing. We want it to fit in our storyline. So like the crossover that we're doing is going to be in our regular book. So it's just like I got 50 issues of Hot Shot planned out. So it's like, where can I fit that in there? So it's like Hot Shot 26 or 27, and then the continuation happens over in your book.
Yeah, come on now.
That didn't explain nothing, but that's okay. I appreciate it. It was a good try. It was a good try. I appreciate the effort.
I'm still number one.
And I'm the latest backer. I just backed it today, so that's even more important.
Give me the link, man. Put
even
the link
more important than being number one.
Not as important.
The latest backer.
You know why you think like that? You know why you think like that?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a reason you think like that.
Why? Go ahead, say it, Morgan.
Nah, I'm coming in peace today. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm coming in peace.
It sounds like you want. It sounds like you want to start something.
I'm coming in
like
peace.
You wanted to start something.
I'm coming in peace. I'm coming.
No, it sounds like you started it. Go ahead now.
You started it. But Greg told me to leave it alone, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay?
No, it sounds like you want to start something.
I'm not gonna say it, right? I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. What I will say is, if you have not already backed this Kickstarter,
yes.
What are you doing? Why?
It's literally 1, 2, 3, 4 screenshot.
That's insane.
That's
That's crazy. But yeah, no, we need to get the Kickstarter back as immediately as possible, so we can get the Lumberjacks. Just being completely transparent and completely rooting for my own side here. On top of the fact that Mike just does dope things all the time. He can't help it. He just trips over it in the morning and then he sells it later. That's what happens as long as I've known him. So I mean, I don't know why you haven't backed them requests already. It's got a black girl lead. Until
you shouldn't have told me that.
Hey, listen. Listen.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, listen, I'm spoiling tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm spoiling. Whatever I know is coming out. I'm just telling you. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how you haven't backed it already, especially with him doing an anime joint. I told Mike this earlier because he was showing me the art changes. I like the original joint. You know what I mean? Like I like because I have them request books. I like the original joint. I obviously be getting this one because I'm number one anyway. But I'll be getting this one as well, and I mean definitely, I think it's a good move. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, especially if you already are seeing numbers move that way. But I don't. Did you tell everybody, for the people that don't already know about MRequest, did you give them the pitch for what the story is about?
No, we didn't do that yet.
Lord George.
MRequest is a fantasy book, and if you are fans of like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and X-Men, that's kind of the lane that we want to dibble and dabble in. I'm big fans of those IPs or whatnot. But this is epic fantasy story with a large, diverse cast of characters, and they are all in their kingdoms trying to collect emerald shards. Once they collect these emerald shards, if they collect all of them, they will reforge the emerald, and a child of light will be born from it and reshape the world in the way that they see fit. So it's kind of a race to the finish. Whoever gets these emerald shards and can make this happen, the world is theirs. And that's what the legend is. And Marky, who is our main character, is at the cornerstone of this story. She has a very dark and mysterious past that holds the key to our world's future salvation. She just doesn't know it yet.
And just bearing the lead, Lumberjacks is obviously going to win. But by the time we get to that story, just putting that out there.
I will say it's a very, the way that we are writing is going to be a heartbreaking story. So like I said, we're looking forward to it. But on this Kickstarter, you can still get the old issues. You can get issues 1, 2, 3 that were done, and we still do the 4th issue in a Western comic style. So those of you that want to keep your comic books and keep the FSK saga going in comic book format, you still can do that. I tried to split up the tiers. So we have 5 tiers specifically comic book and manga focused, and then we have 5 tiers specifically focused on merch. I love the merch, love shirts and jackets. It's always going to be my thing. So we always try to design some super cool things for people to rock out with.
Man, Mike, I know you said you got 50 issues of Hot Shot planned out. How far or how long of a story do you think MRequest will be if when it's all said and done?
So MRequest is going, what I would love for it to be, because I'm a 90s kid, obviously, I would love for it to end on 25. But what I've talked about with Brian is that we need to service the story. So if the story says that it is finished in 21 or 22 issues, or we need 28 issues to finish the story properly, then that's what we're going to do. But I would love for it to end on the 25th issue.
Man, it's a manga, man. Throw a couple filler issues in there. They do the same thing we do, man. If you seen Naruto Shippuden, they was like, we're gonna get to 500 episodes by any means necessary. Go and throw a little flashback issues in there, and it'll be just fine, bro. Come on now, I'm gonna buy them. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
it. Further supports my theory that Danny's rich. He just don't want to tell nobody.
Nah, bro. Okay. I went to therapy. I had therapy today, and they said that, hey man, do what makes you lean into the things that you enjoy. Like I have a good time reading comic books and supporting the indie community. And
apparently the bank account for it too. Yeah,
it makes me feel good to do that. So the money that I use instead of buying drugs, I'm gonna buy comic books.
Smart. If Danny was rich, I promise you he wouldn't be able to hide it. I promise.
you all would know. You all would know for real.
I promise you know.
I don't know, man. He had on a new Mitch Richmond Lakers jersey the other day.
That was Tiana. That was Tiana.
Tiana actually
Where
bought
did the money come from?
Tiana bought me that for my birthday last year.
They are.
She bought me that for my birthday last year, and this was, and at the show this weekend was the first time I ever wore it.
I assure you, I can't say this enough. When Danny gets rich, you all will know. I promise you.
You're gonna know because you're gonna be like, where did this $1,000 pledge come from on Kickstarter? Oh, okay.
Legit. And he's gonna drop it off in a purple Escalade. with Mott purple rims, just for no reason at all. Come out of the truck in all purple too. It's gonna be really ridiculous. People are gonna be calling Grimace and Durham. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm telling you that ahead of time.
Did y'all talk about last week about the not in game the Doom announcement? Like
Doom
5 hours?
No, we did not.
They got me earlier. IGN got me good earlier today because I forgot it was April Fool's Day, and they acted like they were revealing the second half of the other people that were being named or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, I said they did what? At first, and they started out plausible, and then it like got bigger and bigger, and it was like they said Keanu Reeves, and I said Keanu Reeves, who's he playing? Sydney Sweeney. What? You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking. And
she was one of the Spider Girls on what you call it?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah. She was one of the Spider Girls in the what's the name?
Horrible.
Metal Web.
Did anybody watch that?
I still not.
I did. I watched it 2 times in the theater.
Y'all some masochists.
The first time
I
just went to see it. The second time I actually went to take notes on all the things that were terrible about it. I still have it.
That's crazy.
You had a notebook?
Well, I went in the middle of the day, like at 11 o'clock on a freaking Tuesday. I was the only one in there, so it was perfect. I scheduled all this on purpose, and I literally just sat with my phone and took notes. I could share.
I can't. One day. I can't talk about something if I don't see it.
Wow.
So, but I didn't pay. I waited for it to come to Netflix.
I
don't think I can force myself to watch it, man.
It's actually good.
It wasn't unwatchable. But
it's fun, like in a bad way. It could be like cult classic, horribly fun.
The last 20 minutes were terrible. Like the last 20 minutes of that movie were very, very, very bad.
And then whatever, I don't remember the exact runtime, but the first minutes that came before those last 20 minutes were also horrible. So it was like just a really good batch of boo-boo. Like
we about to get into it. I'm about to start an argument. So
you start Naruto?
No, I said
argument.
I said an argument. And no,
nerd.
Absolutely not. So I rewatched Infinity War and Endgame. Was it Monday or Sunday? It was Monday or Sunday. I can't remember which one. I still stand by what I said before that. To me, at the standalone movie, Infinity War is better than Endgame. But Endgame's middle script was not as horrible as
horrible about that damn movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why you're using the word horrible.
It's horrible.
Like, I understand you saying one's better than the other, but
when I watched Endgame before,
the time heist was fun.
All of the time travel stuff just got on my nerves. Like they could have skipped that whole thing. They could have skipped that whole thing to me. Now, when I went back to watch it, I was like, okay, this wasn't as bad as I remember.
The plot of the movie, yo, what are you doing?
And I still could do without it. I'm just being honest. But it was not as bad as I remembered it though.
It ain't bad. What are you talking about? You know what?
Hey, listen.
That wasn't what I disliked. I didn't dislike the time heist in Infinity War. Like I just said, it was just that the movie was just a series of great moments.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is happening? Why?
The movie.
Why is somebody always taking shots on the show when I come on the show? Like, who was even talking about?
There was no shot. I didn't shoot a shot.
Who
I'm talking about the comments. Who was even talking about that?
Oh, that's Sean. Yeah, no, he can't help himself.
Wow.
Infinity War was just a series of great, amazing moments that if you watched the movie, Endgame. I'm sorry.
I was about to say no. You better.
Endgame
was Infinity War.
Endgame was a series of amazing moments. If you watched these 20 movies, then it was a series of amazing moments.
So was Infinity War.
Culminated.
No,
we'll just not have this discussion.
It's the same, y'all. The same argument you're making against Endgame is the same thing as Infinity War.
Javon. We've gone over this step by step.
So you don't need the 20 movies beforehand to enjoy Infinity War?
Why do you keep asking the same question?
I'm asking a question.
Everything that you need to enjoy Infinity War is in the movie. They explain everything in that movie that you need to understand.
You don't need another movie.
They tell you who Thanos is. They tell you why the Infinity Stones work. They tell you why they broke up. They tell you everything in the movie that you need to enjoy. In Endgame,
is someone saying they don't like Endgame because it relies on the other films?
No, Javon's
their argument.
Javon's point is that Endgame.
That's what you just said. I said Endgame is a better film, and I say it's a better film, and I think the third act is what puts it over the top for me.
So I don't even look.
But the arguments you guys are using that, oh well, you don't need the 20 other films to know to go on what happens in the Infinity War, and I'm like, well, they explain everything in Endgame. Everything that was explained in Endgame. So you could really conceivably come into Endgame and get every explanation. They tell you that Thanos snapped and got rid of all the people. They tell you everything.
They don't tell you. No, you don't. You
don't know why they're going back to those.
You do not understand the Hell Hydra moment.
Hold up.
If you have not seen Winter Soldier.
Morgan, what do you mean you don't know why they're going back in those specific moments of time?
You don't when Thor goes back and he's talking to his mom, why?
They literally told you she died. What are you talking about?
Thor is broken in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, but what in this movie, what was the explanation for why he had to go back and talk to his mom?
Rocket Raccoon told you because he feels responsible because he let Thanos win.
No, he's saying why did he talk to his mom? The point is,
he's talking to his mom.
He's talking
to his mom because he's depressed.
Ran into her.
His mom ran into him. Like it wasn't like he sought her out.
Right.
He was gone trying to get the whatchamacallit.
He's trying to get the stone. But he is like that. What Morgan is saying, correct me if I'm wrong, Morgan. Morgan is saying that we are not told in this movie what is wrong with Thor. We have no idea why Thor is the way he is because you have to rely on another movie to understand that. But you do not because Rocket Raccoon tells you why Thor is depressed because they ask, why is he like that? And Rocket tells you.
Did he though?
Yes, he did. He said he blamed himself. What are you doing?
Well, the raccoon directly answers the question.
Morgan asked specifically about the connection with him and his mom, though. Like,
I don't know that.
We understand
his mother literally encourages him to get off his butt and to get stuff done. That's literally she helps him through his story arc.
Both the movies are great. Both the movies are great.
I
personally,
I did not say they were not.
Arguments y'all using against it don't make sense because you could use the same argument against it for Infinity War. That's my only thing.
I enjoy Infinity War more.
Infinity War as a standalone movie with nothing else attached to it is a better movie than Endgame is.
So here, can I just say this? Can I just say
go ahead.
So I because I've had these arguments with people. I'm not looking at it like it's a standalone movie because it's not. It's the culmination of 475,000 movies that came before it. So are they enjoyable on their own? I think so. But if you've seen those other 475,000 movies, then this is just the icing. So I never looked at it like I didn't go into it like trying to break the movie down like I would just a regular one-shot movie. It was like I don't even think those are two separate movies. I think it's just one big ass movie. and it's one big story.
I just think that the argument that you can't watch Endgame on his own doesn't really work.
Nobody said that. I didn't say that. I said that I said that watching it, if Tiana never watched any of these if Tiana never watched any of these Marvel movies, and I was to sit her down and say, watch one of these movies and understand it, she would understand Infinity War better than she would understand Endgame. Now, for me, as a fan of the movies and who have watched them all the time, Endgame is a series of amazing moments that we will never see the likes of again. Like the moments seeing Endgame in the theater was an experience, bro. It was an experience, but we will never ever get that again. Now, when I'm sitting here at home, I'm going to put on Infinity War before I put on Endgame.
So I'm gonna say, so this probably will cause another fight, but I agree with you 50-50.
I like
as
it.
far as a movie.
I sort of agree with you.
As far as a movie going experience, we are never going to experience the height of the movie theater experience the way that we experienced Endgame, and that is because of COVID, and also because this is the first time that it has ever happened like this on a cinematic scale, for all these characters to be in one movie and to pay off 10 years of movie going experience. We are going to have an experience that's going to be a very high experience. Like when we see the X-Men in this movie with the Avengers and we see Dr. Doom, like we are going to geek out. It's going to be a different type of high, but it'll never reach Endgame because of all that emotion that we had built up to that. And we're not going to be in the movie theaters the way that we used to be in the movie theaters because of COVID. Because I am a midnight launch guy. When movies were coming out at midnight, I was there. I was in the line with food and little activities with my kids. The cold is over at 8, 9 p.m. waiting for this movie to get there. People were doing the wave in the auditorium. We finished sentences in Endgame. People like that is what's never going to be reached again because of what that pandemic did to us as a society, and people just don't go to the movies the way that they used to. But that going back to what started this conversation, which was the announcement, which I thought was a very dope way to announce who your cast is. Seeing all those names on that list and knowing that's only half of it, your boy was getting fired up. Absolutely.
They said it was half. I missed that part.
Yeah,
that was only half.
There's still way more names.
About to say you can't keep out Halle Berry now.
Yes, you can.
Hey,
no.
But I mean, not about to slander Halle Berry on this. I'll shut this whole thing down. Don't do that. We're not slandering Halle Berry on here. No,
there's no way.
We are not doing that.
There's no way that Deadpool and Wolverine are not going to be in this movie.
Nobody said nothing about good.
We're not slandering Halle Berry. I'm going to say that again.
It was trash.
That's not going to happen.
I think.
Do you know
that's not fair, though? That's not fair.
That gets struck by lightning.
That's not fair.
She can't control that. That's not her fault.
Read her line.
She lost her whole accent over the series, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Time out. So did Wanda.
That is exactly
what Wanda did too.
Wanda.
She could have not said it. She could have
said, Wanda lost her whole accent from the first.
Halle Berry can do what she wants, and so can Wanda.
I don't think Halle Berry won that Oscar yet when she was on X-Men. I don't think she won that Oscar yet.
No.
Another argument. I think we argued about this before, but Scarlet Witch is gonna kill that. I almost said it. Scarlet Witch is gonna kill Thanos, for sure.
You think so?
Huh?
You think so?
I'm 100% sure. He was going away from it, and he knew it. That's why he was rain fire.
He was absolutely about to take him out in the movie, and he got saved by technicality.
He was 100% about to die. It was going to be awesome. I wish they had let it happen, but I get it. It's not her movie, so.
But I do want to say that I know that announcement, the way that they announced it, I thought it was one of the dopest and smartest things they could have done. It was so simple, and it had over 150,000 people watching it live, and they made money on their YouTube account while doing it at the same time.
That's great.
And I also do work at the library with teenagers, and I teach them tech like iPads and Macs and how to do graphic design and stuff. and they for whatever reason that day school was closed, so they weren't really there. So I just threw that up on my flat screen with the teams that was there, and we just sat there and talked about the Marvel movies while we waited for each name to be announced. And I put up a little stopwatch for every 12 minutes when it would go by. We would count it down. So it was fun and it was simple. And I love that Marvel is at the point where they can do stuff like this.
Congrats, Sean.
Full excitement.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not.
This is my last thought. My last thought of this is every one of them about to die. Every single one of them X-Men characters about to die. I hope y'all get ready. This is a spoiler. I don't think so. Let y'all know. Every single
I don't mind that Cyclops die.
Everybody about to die.
Bro, there you go. There you go back to the
whole.
I said that one.
Hey,
I said that one.
They better bring Cyclops. Better get his stuff off. They better put respect on his name. All right.
I said that.
All gonna die, yo. They wipe.
I don't care. I don't care.
They're gonna do a new X-Men. I just
want they have to do a new cast. This is a goodbye. This is a goodbye of what helped build us.
They're all about to die.
All right. Yeah, they can die. Good.
Cyclops
better show out.
I don't think they have to die.
Nobody got that.
Nobody want to see. Nobody want to see 96-year-old Ian McKellen die on screen. Nobody want to see that.
Well, we about
what
to.
are you talking about? I watched 87-year-old Ian McKellen die on screen in Lord of the Rings, and it was good.
He was 87 then. Now he's 97. Nobody wants to see that.
Die.
He did die and came back to life.
Shadow in hell.
He
died. He was reborn.
He died.
He did not die.
Do y'all think they're gonna do Avengers versus X-Men?
He did not die.
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
I also want to point out, I'm argumentative tonight, and I like it.
Tonight?
Don't do that.
Hey.
Don't do
the angriest man in comics. I mean,
you have to be like that. It's also been confirmed that John Wick 5, unless it's April Fools.
No, y'all didn't see. What?
Unless it's April Fools, John Wick 5 is coming. I'm just telling you.
John Wick 5 is already.
I've seen it announced. I've seen it announced like 4 or 5 studios today.
John Wick 5 was announced, and old boy Donnie Yen is getting a solo film off of that.
I told you guys he wasn't dead.
Is the solo film
he wasn't dead? I freaking told you guys.
The solo film separate.
Okay.
They need to let John Wick die.
No, they don't.
They don't.
John Wick is the one action star person I can watch do kills over and over again.
They need to get that man superpowers or something, because otherwise.
I know they're hitting Fast and Furious right now.
Yeah. I want to thank
they this close from being Fast and Furious.
On camera, lets me know I can eat mine.
John Wick is X-Men.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 9 o'clock. Y'all ready?
No.
I ain't do my list either.
I thought we were doing a draft, man. Y'all had me all hyped up.
I'm freestyle comics is on, so I'm going
freestyle in this bad. But who's going first? Danny, you going first?
Y'all want to get the controversy out of the way first?
Patrick Stewart made it.
What controversy?
My list. All right.
What's your? Oh Lord.
At number 5.
You asked for
it. At number 5.
Nappy.
This artist is not one person. This artist is a group of people, and their name is Jodeci.
God,
no, you can't.
How you gonna
their name is Jodeci.
No, Danny.
Sorry. Come on, Daniel.
I can't use Jodeci.
No.
Come on, man.
Do I say Casey or JoJo?
No.
Do I say Casey or JoJo then? Which one?
No.
You can pick.
You probably would pick the guy that
was one of them
and writing a lot of the songs and stuff. Maybe you
take JoJo.
True story.
Take JoJo.
At number 4.
No. What's your 5? No, we're not letting you do this.
You tried it.
Number 4.
No.
The man. All right, I'm putting. I don't even know. I'm gonna put.
JoJo.
I'm gonna put JoJo. JoJo is at 5.
JoJo? Okay, go ahead. No.
Let him go.
No, go ahead.
I'm putting JoJo at 5. There's no right answer if I can't say all.
There's actually a right answer. There's a very.
Yeah, he's not the guy who has the other guy that totally stole and mimicked his style. But go ahead, man.
It's the top 5.
You're good, Danny. You did good.
Top 5,
number 4.
Most influential R&B male artists of all time.
Number 4. Y'all can disagree with this pick if you want. This man's influence has been undeniable.
Oh boy.
Teddy P. and T-Pain is the Teddy P I'm talking about. T-Pain is one of the most influential dudes in R&B today. This dude brought auto-tune. You ain't even got to be able to sing no more.
I just want y'all to know how close I was to shutting his mic off. But my fingers were like twitching. But go ahead.
Now these top three, it should be in everybody's top 5. Brian McKnight at 3. If you doing runs, you influenced by
Greg, I didn't like your faces.
Number two. I'm putting Michael Jackson at number 2 because if there was no Michael Jackson, there would be no most of these people, but especially Usher and Chris Brown. And number 1 for me is Luther Vandross.
Luther
Vandross at number 1.
Listen, man, I am the biggest Brian McKnight fan you know.
Yo, Greg,
list.
Bro,
I could have put Justin Timberlake at 5 though. I could have put Justin Timberlake at 5.
You could just stop now. Somebody
bro. Hey, I really wish I could screenshot his face when Danny said Brian McKnight. Greg's face was so tore up. I can't even like duplicate that. Yo, that was crazy. All right, who's going next? I'll go next.
All right, go ahead.
But my list is truth, though. My list is true to me.
All right.
Good job, Danny. Good job.
Listen, you're gonna make Mike choke over there, man. Come on, man. Stop.
Number 5.
Mike over here trying to breathe, man.
Number 5, and this was
going down the wrong pipe and everything.
This is hard, but for that genre in specific, I have to go with, as Whitney called him, Mr. Face, Babyface. Number 5.
Kenneth Edmonds.
Got to go with him at number 5. Number 4, Marvin Gaye. The fact that Danny doesn't have him on his list is ridiculous and disrespectful, but we'll go past that because he was going to put Justin Timberlake there. So, anyway, number 3.
All of mine are different.
I really wanted to put him number 2, but I'm going to keep him number 3. Number 3, James Brown. Are you kidding me?
Putting James Brown. So you taking James Brown over Michael Jackson?
Over?
He said number 3, man.
If you want to have James Brown on your list,
but
James Brown influenced Michael Jackson, so you're going to have James Brown and Michael Jackson on your list?
Number two, Stevie Wonder, right? 50 years plus of freaking destroying songs, writing songs, and reinventing. Now, you talking about somebody do runs. He literally does it with it. Never mind. That's not even.
You was about to say with his eyes closed.
Yeah, and I stopped myself. Greg, why'd you finish it? You could have just let it be out there. You just had to.
Because I looked at Javon's face.
You are terrible.
I knew exactly where he was going.
You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. That's terrible of you. Anyway, so yeah, number 2. Number 2 is Stevie Wonder. Number one, I mean, the incomparable Michael Jackson. I mean, you kidding me? You can't have a bigger influence. You can't have a bigger influence than Michael Jackson in anything.
Oh my goodness!
But that's what I'm saying though. Like if you, my list was different types of influence.
Danny,
right?
I really want you to stop.
Your list is wrong, though.
Your list.
But listen, if you're gonna have,
you need to have Marvin Gaye.
If you're gonna have Michael Jackson, if you're gonna have James Brown on your list, who influenced Michael Jackson.
I see you, Kyron. I see you.
You have T-Pain, Danny.
Go ahead.
T-Pain
ain't influential in R&B.
All right,
T-Pain ain't influential in R&B.
Okay.
Y'all serious?
It's okay. It's okay.
Nadia fits it.
Man, y'all just haters, bro. Y'all.
All right. Here go my top 5.
I said
I'm doing it more. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing it more for like style and vocalists as opposed to like catalog and production. So I'm gonna go number 5, Mr. Ronald Isley.
That's some smooth right there, boy. Starting up strong.
Number 4, I gotta go with Lufa. Big Lufa though, big Lufa. Curl, not quite right. Y'all ain't watch Kings of Comedy? Y'all suck.
Big Lufa.
Number 3, Stevie Wonder, of course. And then number 2, the man that every musician / singer is trying to be like, Mr. Prince, artist formerly known as. And then number 1, Michael Jackson, man. Everybody trying to be Michael Jackson. You out there singing and dancing, you trying to be Michael.
You out singing and dancing, you trying to be Michael.
You trying to be Michael.
It's not wrong.
So, it's all right. I'm going to just put this championship trophy, this belt.
I didn't realize this was a competition.
No. It's always a competition, Mike. Now,
right,
you know better than
Well,
it really wasn't, but
I'm in it for the thrill of the game. I like the precursor with I was literally just talking to my wife about this because she found like an old school R&B
cheating.
What the
that.
They're getting text right now.
Mike calling it his lifeline, man. Come on now.
Mike can't be helping you.
Anyway, damn all y'all. When I was watching this old school channel and all these songs kept coming on, I was like, dang, there really isn't like an R&B star right now. Like someone you can that does all that classic R&B, genuine Usher dance. Like there isn't anybody that I've seen right now doing that. And I thought that was weird.
Bruno.
We talked about it for a little bit. Then I asked Morgan to be on the show, and he said this is what y'all was talking about. So I thought, oh, that was a crazy coincidence. And that's all I wanted to say. I didn't know it was a competition. So how could I cheat, gentlemen? I just wanted to tell a cheeky story about my wife.
It's always competition.
Cheater.
Mike.
Cheater.
Number 5, Smokey Robinson.
Okay.
Number 4, Keith Sweat.
Okay.
That is legit, man. Keith had shit on lock.
Okay.
Number 3, Al Green.
Okay.
Number 2, Luther Vandross. And number 1, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's my guy. He's unstoppable. He's the greatest entertainer of all time. And I'll hit this with an asterisk. I want everybody to stop saying broken the internet because you don't know what it means. The only time the internet was broken was when Michael Jackson died. That is the only time the internet has been broken because he's that guy.
That's not.
That Keith Sweat pick is a nice one.
Thank you.
He can't sing worth a damn, but he can write this behind.
Hey, man.
He's right behind all.
So I guess it's my turn, huh?
We still should have done a draft. I wanted to break somebody's heart tonight, boy.
I tried to do a draft. Y'all ain't want to do it. You the one that said not do it.
I said draft.
You said, oh, that's 50. That's 5 of us. That's too many. We ain't enough.
Man, I said draft.
I'm getting the screenshot.
I was gonna break somebody's heart.
All right, go ahead, Greg.
Man, this is hard. I got like a young person, but I think I can't put him on.
Hey, Moana.
Yes, you can do it. What's up, Moana?
Shut your face, Morgan.
Go ahead, put the young buck in there.
Nah, because I got 5. I got a strong 5, man.
Is it Jacquees?
Do what? No, I don't think it was.
My bad. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Hey, man, warn me before you do that, man.
I'm gonna choke myself on that one.
All right, so at 5, I'm gonna go Kenneth Edmonds.
Okay.
All right.
4,
Mr.
I'm taking the sound of Motown, Mr. Smokey Robinson. Like, his songwriting and like style like transformed R&B music to an extent. I hate putting one over the other, man. So
put the young buck up there, bro.
Shut up, Morgan.
I know you got future.
At the two, it's Michael Jackson and Prince are tied.
Just say future, man.
I'm not putting one over the other. Not safe. And then I gotta go with the dude who
You said Michael Jackson.
Basically,
first, so that means he over Prince.
No, I said they're tied, man. I literally said that.
Hey, wait, no, man, hold on, I missed that. You can't do no tie. What you doing?
What do you say?
I mean, it's two guys. I'm just not putting either.
No, you can't.
You said
Yes,
Michael Jackson's name first, so that means
Danny,
he over
I'm
Prince.
going with what my girl Nadia.
What was
said.
number one?
What happened? I said Babyface.
Man, you can't do that.
No, number one.
I didn't get to number one yet.
Yeah, well, you gotta pick, man. You can't have two in one slot.
No,
Michael
that
Jackson.
was 2 and 3.
Oh, that was 2 and 3.
Yeah,
2 and 3.
As long as Michael Jackson number one.
he's not though, because like James Brown is who Michael and Prince.
I'll allow that.
So he's like basically not created, but he was the person
He was the
that
biggest influence.
brought forth the funk. So his music was like it's the most sampled, like Clive Stubblefield and the Funky Drummer, like most sampled in hip hop, R&B. Like James is just, we can even talk off the, like the business world, like all of it, man. Dude was just on his
I
own.
literally just watched Michael Jackson say that James Brown was his biggest influence by far.
Yeah.
The
The
only
dancing,
reason I didn't have,
hollering.
yeah, he said he literally copied him. You know what I mean? The only reason I got Mike over him is just, if we're talking about just influence, just period. Like, I don't know of a person on earth that has Michael Jackson's influence. Like,
I would like to point out, for the record, that we had the conversation. Listen, y'all are putting James Brown over Michael Jackson.
What's good, Charlie?
Okay, cool.
What's up, Charlie?
But because James Brown influenced Michael Jackson and Prince and everybody else, he has an exponential influence. But when I said that the Captain America #1 movie gets credit because, okay, all right, I'm gonna be
Where you
quiet.
going?
Nah, man, come on, you did all that.
Thank you.
I just didn't know.
You might as well finish it now. You might as well finish it now. You already put
Captain
Justin
America
Timberlake on the list.
#1.
Nadia said, "Be quiet." I'm gonna be quiet.
Hold on. Can I point out something?
Y'all know where
Morgan
I'm going.
agreed about James Brown being more influential because Michael Jackson. But when I made the point that Janet Jackson was more influential than Beyonce, because Beyonce took everything that Janet did and is riding with it, you get mad at that argument. I just want to point that out. I just want to point that out. I just want to point
my words. You twisted my words.
I'm not twisting your words. Danny, did he not say that?
On the same page.
On my list, Michael Jackson's still #1.
Danny, did he not say that? But you agreed with Greg,
You
though.
agreed with Greg, but when we said something similar, we was crazy.
What do you?
That's all I'm saying.
No, I said I just watched Michael Jackson say that James Brown influenced everything he did, but Michael Jackson.
You understand that
Nobody can match Michael Jackson's influence. It's not possible. I don't know of a person that can match Michael Jackson's influence.
So you got to put some context. You got to put some context with it.
Michael Jordan.
Nah.
What's the difference?
No.
Because what I was going to say is that Michael Jackson reached the height of fandom without the internet. People over the world know who Michael Jackson is. Michael Jackson was let into countries that had their borders blocked off, and they would let him in to perform. People didn't have, like, rugged, beat up ass communities and countries and villages knew who Michael Jackson was. And that is just popularity beyond, and that is why when he passed away, he shattered the damn internet because everyone knew who he was. The man stood there for 10 minutes and he turned his head 15 degrees to the left and people died.
Yeah.
I mean,
there were ambulances carrying bodies out.
He stood still.
Yo,
like he did a Super Bowl performance and stood on the stage and said nothing.
Yo, the way
he didn't say a word.
Died,
when I said that was the best Super Bowl performance, I was like, no. Nah.
The way that he said that people died like it was a fact.
Not one.
Ain't nobody ever died at a Michael Jackson concert.
I'm sure somebody has though.
They have. People have died at a Michael Jackson concert.
I saw grown men fall out. I saw grown women. I saw everybody fall out.
He said he turned 15 degrees and died.
I mean, honestly, if we were doing production and like songwriting, Babyface absolutely would have been on my list. Absolutely. But I feel like from like just a singer's perspective, I had to put Ronald Isley on there.
Oh yeah, but that was my argument.
We said artists,
voices.
I know, but I didn't want to do it that way because I feel like if I would do that, then it's not so much the artist, because Babyface as an artist has great songs, but his impact is because he's produced and wrote so many other, like he's literally responsible for the sound of a decade. Like very few,
maybe two.
Yeah, I would say.
Why Greg like he was typing, looking up more facts?
No. I was responding to something, but yeah, like his influence felt like still to this day. Like he won a Grammy last year, man. Like
as he should.
Hey, by the way, this is why I said that he would body the urinator. That was all I was saying.
Destroy. I mean, some people are into toot pee pee poop poop. Like some people like that kind of stuff. I don't judge.
Greg,
walk to a lady and be like, "Girl, you remind me of my motor vehicle.
You remind me of my.
I'm gonna ride.
You remind me of my Jeep." Yeah, but okay, wait. Are you telling me that Ignition is not a hot song? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's a dumb song.
That's not what I asked you.
I mean, like
that's not what I asked you at all. You know it's not what I asked you.
Hot though.
Define like a
it's
hot
the remix
song.
to Ignition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Mama
rolling that body.
Viral. Trinidad James went viral. That song was hot, but it don't mean
it on Broken Rum. I'm like, so what?
It's good though. Come on now.
It's the freaking weekend.
Baby, I'm
grown ass man. Talk about it's the freaking weekend. Time to have us.
But that's why I said like R. Kelly's style really, in my opinion, comes more from like Jodeci. Like he was taking kind of that like that.
So
like,
in the beginning,
bad boy style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But in the beginning, I'm telling you straight up, like we thought it was like some dude trying to imitate Aaron Hall. Like if you, can go listen to the vocals, like on those early songs, he can sing. I never said he couldn't sing. I'm just saying it was like we got one of them, and then he kind of set himself apart when he started writing.
You don't have to,
like
got over 100.
Show me your ID, so and give.
Whoa!
I'm just saying he started, separating himself and going like the Jodeci way, like on his second album.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just saying, you guys got over 100 messages in this chat. Congrats.
Oh,
it's about to be 120.
Yeah, somebody's supposed to say something else because somebody's supposed to be cussing to Danny for putting JoJo on this list.
You ain't even picked the right one, Danny. Like
out of anybody, it would be Casey.
For real.
And if you're talking about.
As a matter of fact, I'm taking all of them off. I'm putting Cisco on there instead of the whole Casey and JoJo crew. I'm putting Cisco at 5 instead of Casey or JoJo.
You could have put Devontae, and I would have been like, all right.
You can't put Cisco over.
Not Devontae.
I'm putting Cisco on there over Indian. If I can't take Jodeci, I'm taking Cisco. Forget it.
No, man.
This list
Cisco, T-Pain.
How is T-Pain?
You still have T-Pain on your.
No, that's that. I mean, if you think about it, man, that dude changed. Like he said, you don't have to be able to sing anymore.
You could definitely put T-Pain at number 5.
Like,
what is influential?
What is future?
Influential?
Never
top 10, maybe not 5.
Nah, bro. T-Pain is Steph Curry.
T-Pain got more influence.
T-Pain is Steph Curry to the music industry.
No.
Bro. Yes, he changed everything. T-Pain
Steph Curry
Al Green.
Oh, so I see what Danny's saying.
Danny, is Steph Curry a top 5 player all time?
Steph Curry?
Yeah,
if anybody says they do,
top 5 influential, yes.
No.
You could make an argument for influential.
Influential?
Yes.
You could absolutely make an argument for influential. Yes, you can. But Steph changed basketball, bro. completely.
And
Just him.
influence, I would put Steph over LeBron in influence.
He's definitely ahead of LeBron in influence. Definitely.
But do you put T-Pain over Babyface?
Based on the argument Danny's making, you could give that credence.
That's
because auto-tune, you could argue that auto-tune and people using auto-tune, especially rappers, got that crap from T-Pain. All of
R&B too, though. Like there's a whole bunch of R&B singers.
That's fine.
But we easily make that argument, and that's a big argument.
Talking about Marvin Gaye. You ain't got Marvin Gaye on your list.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, Babyface and Marvin Gaye were perfected what R&B was doing. It wasn't that they changed or influenced it in a certain direction. Now, when it comes to
that ain't true, man.
No,
I mean that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it.
I get you. Bro.
When you listen to old school, like just put on just like a 90s like station. I guarantee you, within an hour, you're gonna hit about 6-7 Babyface songs written by him.
He got hit. I'm not saying that he don't got hits. That's not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He literally he drove the genre. He drove it. He was driving.
But to me,
T-Pain had more influence, in my opinion, on hip hop than R&B.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of like little subtleties that people are doing in music, like in this R&B, like filters.
No, I get that.
And so I think T-Pain is like,
I can't put him on
AI is doing for
T-Pain ushered in the technology era of R&B. Like, and to me, like I said, Babyface and them, I'm not saying these jokers were great when it comes to singer, songwriter, like the people who mastered the craft, they were it. But my list, I was thinking who changed R&B. Like when Jodeci hit, they changed the style. Like you
could say what's his name though? Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, yeah.
Teddy Riley, in my opinion, had way more influence than T-Pain. He literally changed.
He created a subgenre. Like, so yeah.
Like literally, he changed it.
I think the thing is that the people that came, like, so New Jack Swing, like, it was a whole movement, like an era or whatever, where T-Pain, I think, when he came out, he made good songs. He's good, writing, all that stuff, but a lot of people were
made us drinks to drink. We drunk them and got drunk. Come on now.
You said what?
She made us drinks to drink. We drunk them and got drunk. Come on.
I didn't.
Come on now.
Like, I never participated.
And I suppose she thinks I'm cool.
Come on now.
I can't with y'all, man. I really can't.
I'm in love with it. Hey,
I was really gonna put Justin Timberlake on there though.
I know you were. That's why I called it out early.
Now I gotta know, what's your argument for Justin? I have to hear it.
But Justin Timberlake it's not Justin Timberlake, it's Timberland. Timberland is the influence.
I was gonna see
Justin Timberlake. So Justin Timberlake didn't
Timberland and Neptune.
And Pharrell too, right?
Oh yeah, Pharrell.
Yeah, Timberland and Neptune.
And Pharrell were the influence in Justin Timberlake's sound.
I saw a thing recently. Pharrell said
influence. They are Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So
I saw a thing where Pharrell said he was sending Michael Jackson songs, and Michael wasn't listening to him. And then they were together, and it was some song he did for Justin Timberlake. And Michael was like, "That's good. Why didn't you get that to me?" And he was like, "I tried, man. You answer your emails." Bro.
It's Michael Jackson's fault. It's really Michael Jackson's fault that Justin Timberlake has any popularity these days, for sure.
Nah, he would have got it anyway because that happens all the time.
Hey, Nadia, Jodeci definitely changed the game. Absolutely.
Yep.
Because that's Devontae. That ain't Teddy Riley though.
That's like TLC. Well,
yeah, no, Jodeci
changed the game too.
Jodeci it was like them and Boys II Men dropped at the same time almost, and it was like they created like two lanes.
Yeah. If y'all would have let me keep Jodeci, I would have had Boys II Men too, but y'all nipped that in the bud early.
Yeah,
and I was like, I can't
following direction.
I can't say Wanye over Sean Stockman. Like I can't.
I can make an argument about Wanye though.
Wanye definitely.
Wanye definitely make an argument about Wanye.
The one.
But Sean gets slept on. Sean
gets slept on because he was writing. He was like produced. Like Sean is.
But I've always said like I can't sing at all. But if I could sing, I'd rather be able to sing like Sean than Wanye. But it's nothing against Wanye.
But everybody copies Wanye though.
Yeah,
everybody.
Bruh. Man, I'm as the old fogey, like Michael said. I saw them at a concert. It was an MC Hammer concert, and both of those groups opened up for MC Hammer. And when I tell you, like, you could tell the competition was real between Wanye and Casey, like, because Casey went, Jodeci went first, and Casey tried to tear the whole Coliseum down, and then Wanye came after, and you could tell because they going on tour, so they doing this every night. You could do it. I wish that's way before we had
entertainment though. That's a good show right there.
That's a good show of me seeing stuff. And this is young. I'm talking about they just kind of came out, and them boys was hungry. It was a beautiful thing. But they sang their asses off. I could also tell which group was probably going to go do a lot of drugs after versus which group wasn't.
Oh yeah. or nobody did that mistake.
Just by watching them on stage. Well, no, you'll be surprised. Like at how many people you think are like super duper.
I don't know, Nadia.
Straight edge, and then
no, they can't touch. They can't touch. No, it's not.
Not on harmony, but singing.
Well, no, it's not singing.
Boys and Men has three.
They got 3
singers, and Jodeci has 2.
Yeah,
listen.
So that right there,
listen,
vocally,
singing wise, Jodeci is raw.
I think Boys and Men were definitely more polished.
Harmony wise,
but the production, like the production of Love You for Life, like the backgrounds on Love You for Life are, I think, superior to anything Boys and Men has. That's just me. I would sing all 4 parts. I would sing all 6 parts of Love You for Life before End of the Road. Like the verses are not as good.
Dude, have you heard On Bended Knee, sir? Are you serious?
End of the Road isn't one of their best harmonies, though. Bended Knees,
Never Go Away.
Water Runs Dry.
Did you not hear them singing that
Water
live?
Runs Dry. The harmony of Water Runs Dry.
I just got one I would like to throw out. In the Still of the Night, like acapella.
But that's not their song though. Like that's not their song.
They sang it. What you mean?
They sang it, but there's not a song that they wrote and produced. Like they didn't.
I Will Always Love You ain't Whitney's song either, but it's her song.
But I'm talking about when it comes to
we're talking about vocals though. We're not talking
Think about Water Runs Dry. Think about Water Runs Dry's harmonies right now.
I love Water Runs Dry, but I'm singing Love You for Life.
You said 6 parts. What are the 6? It's only 2 people that can sing in that group.
That's not true, man.
No, it is. Like, but Devontae wasn't a singer, and
they were singing though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying as far as production, because they stacked 6 harmonies. I was listening to it on R&B Money podcast. They stacked 6 harmonies.
We were doing 6 harmonies,
right? But that's what I'm saying.
You can't do that in real life.
Yeah,
no, you can't do that. That's what I'm saying.
They do in real life.
That's what I was saying. When it comes, Boys and Men were definitely more polished. They could sing better in person. But if it's the production of the music, the harmonies that they put together, I don't know, man. I think it's closer. I think it's closer for me. It's closer for me than it might be for everybody else.
I can think of better songs with better background vocals for Jodeci.
The only group that can F with Boys and Men,
My Heart Belongs to You. They killed that joint.
Yeah.
No, the only group that can F with Boys and Men is Pentatonics. That's on the same. That's on group.
What now? Who?
Pentatonics.
Nobody rocking on Boys to Men. Stop it.
Have you heard Pentatonics?
Yeah, no.
All of them jokers.
You're lying to
yourself. Take 6 is the right answer. Take 6.
Sean Stockman will tell you different. You tripping.
Take 6 is the right answer.
Commission is the right answer. Over Pentatonics.
Wait.
What'd you say?
Morgan, Sean gets paid when Pentatonics makes money. That's different. Sean gets paid.
I guarantee you, if we had Sean on the show right now, he gonna promote
Pentatonics.
Pentatonics walk in with no anything.
When they sell a record, he gets paid.
Hey,
Pentatonics can walk in with no anything and floor anybody. I can't think of anybody that's effort with them harmony wise.
Commission will body them, sir.
Not today they won't.
Who?
Take Six will body them. Commission, Take
what
Six.
Have you heard Pentatonics seriously?
Have you heard Take Six? Are we serious?
Yes, I've heard Take Six. Are you?
Nah, you crazy, man.
All right, y'all. Love y'all.
You sound.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta hop off here too.
Hey, thank y'all so much. We gonna. Hey, Mike, tell people where you gonna be. Tell her one more time about your Kickstarter.
Oh, okay, appreciate it. I will be at Fan Expo Philadelphia. I will be at Nightmare Cleveland. I'll also be at Animate Columbus and GalaxyCon Columbus. The Kickstarter is live. We got 9 days left on there. We're trying to hit the $3,000 goal. Go to fskgo.com to make that happen. New fantasy epic, completely redrawn and done in a new format. We got 4 issues on this bad boy, 1 through 4. Beautiful art by Seth DeMoose. New designs, new layouts. He just really captured these characters in a way that I didn't realize I wanted. And that, when I saw it, I was like, hey, we got to do this. It's going to suck, but we got to do this. We got to have the whole thing redrawn. So check it out. And there's some really good merch on there as well. So appreciate any sharing or any pledging. Any of those things would help.
Yes, sir. The link is
below. Pledge and share so that I don't get angry. That's what I say.
Can I say one thing?
Yep.
Before we go, I'm going to be at AwesomeCon this weekend. If you're at AwesomeCon, come check us out. Going to be in Oakland the weekend of the 19th and 20th for a few signings. That's going to be dope. And then Comics in Color in Boston.
Oh, you coming up?
Yeah.
All right. So, I see you there.
Or come check me out somewhere.
Hey, make sure seriously, if you haven't already pledged your M request, and let's just shoot straight. If you have not pledged your M request, but you don't plan to pledge, at the very least, help share it. Help share it with your network of people, because it makes a big difference for us to do that. That's the hardest part for us to do, is get behind these algorithms and push it to new people. So please share the project. If you don't pledge, everybody can't be as good as I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm always number one, and that's okay. You know what I mean?
Morgan do be number one, kind of a lot, y'all.
Thank you. See? So I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be me, but you can follow my lead, right? You can follow my lead and pledge, and then just share the project, because we need you guys. We need your help. Mike continues to put out dope stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff on my shelf right here. So make sure y'all back that. Y'all already know, Greg is famous. So, I don't know.
Next time we're all together, we need to put together either a basketball game or a kickball game and make it happen.
Hey,
you got a hamstring.
Whoever has the least amount of
he said an extra hamstring.
I am not trying to tear an ACL.
I need a
Nadia does have the number one bequest team, and we got some big news from bequest coming up. We got some big news from bequest coming up. Make sure y'all go watch Daredevil. Tuesday. Make sure that if you are, I'm gonna try to get Mike to watch Last of Us. I know he's gonna cuss at me, but I'm gonna try anyway.
No, I watched Last of Us. I watched that.
Okay, thank you.
Some walking contradictions, man. I can't.
I played the video game with my daughter, so I know what I'm good. I know what happens.
All right, so Last of Us comes out April 13th. I've never been more excited for a TV show to come back on TV. I cannot wait. I hope I get to live watch it with people that don't know what's happening. It's going to be epic, like Mike Watson and FSK.
All right, I got to roll, folks. So
we get ready to go watch Daredevil. Javon's wrong about Pentatonics, and we're going to prove it later. Don't worry about it.
Hey, go Celtics. Coming for that.
Oh, my God. Give me off this. Give me off. Oh, no. Go Blue Devils.